So, hello. Hope we're all well. Hope we're all keeping safe, and I hope the children are still behaving themselves and are working hard during their homeschooling period. So I thought today, just during this homeschooling period, I'd give you a bit of a break, give you some time off, and come up with a video to help yourselves and the children just to remember our spelling, punctuation, and grammar rules. So it says year 2, but year 2 and P3 are the exact same thing. Alright, so nouns. So there are two types. We have a common noun, which a common noun is just an object that does not have a capital letter. So you've got dog, man, car, cup, bottle, ball. And then we move on to then our proper noun. Our proper noun is the name of a person, place, or thing. So they have to be specific people, places, or things. So Susan, Northern Ireland, or Pepsi. Especially with Northern Ireland, because it's two words that both of them will have to have a capital letter. Same with North Korea, South Sudan, that they would both letters, or both would have capital letters. And our special rule is that I is also a proper noun. So whenever we're doing our writing, our special rule is that I is always a capital. So for example, in the garden, I picked a pepper. Okay. So if you, at this point, I give you the opportunity to pause the video, and then you can rewrite the sentences on a piece of paper or a whiteboard and fix them, because there's a few mistakes I have made, including involving proper nouns. So moving on, we have adjectives. So adjectives are simply just describing words. They describe the noun. So the lion had sharp teeth. So teeth being the noun, sharp being the adjective. So it tells us that the lion had sharp teeth. These can be extended into double adjectives, where we have two words describing the noun. So the squirrel had a big bushy tail. So this gives us a little bit more insightfulness, that we can make a picture in our minds if we are reading this in a story. Okay, so here is some thinking time for the children. So if you can pause the video and start a timer, and write down as many adjectives as you can within 40 seconds. And then you can pause the video again for a bit of a challenge. So I want you to fix these sentences by adding in adjectives. So I've written 3 boring sentences, and as the children know, a rule in the classroom is that we are not allowed to write a boring sentence. We have to always add an adjective in there. So you can add in a singular adjective, or you can add in your double adjectives. Brilliant. So we are now going to move on to verbs, and verbs simply are just action words. So they are a doing word, so something that you are doing, such as ran, climbed, fell, rushed, cried, laughed, jumped, swam. So there's a wide range of them. So there is, and children now are going to have the chance to write down as many as they can think of in 40 seconds. So you can pause the video, start the timer. And then we'll move on to another challenge. So I have written 4 sentences, alright, and I want the children to read them and to write down on the pen or paper or the whiteboards and write down the verbs in the sentences. Okay, adverbs. So adverbs describe the verbs. They can be quite confusing sometimes, but we're just going to make them very simple, and we are going to just focus on how they describe the action. Alright, so the boy ran quickly from the monster. So it tells us and it describes that the boy was running quickly. So he wasn't running slow, he was going quickly. Alright. Okay, so your turn, another challenge. So add the adverbs to make these sentences even better. And thank you very much. But the final challenge for children is, can they write a short story that includes verbs, adverbs, nouns including common and proper, and adjectives singular, and of course our double adjectives. And if parents would like to send me the short stories over Dojo, I will see which of the stories I'm sure they'll all be brilliant. Alright, and I will pick one of them and I will pass on to Mrs. Coyle, and if we're not back until next year, whoever was picked, they will get a prize. Okay, but thank you very much. Sorry if it was a little bit juddery in places in terms of speaking. It's first time I've done something like this, so I'm a little bit nervous. So if you could leave some feedback on what could be improved. And as time goes on, I will try and get some more resources at home, such as like a whiteboard, so I can do some more teaching. And if you have any requests of anything you'd like for me to go over or do with the children, please just let me know and I will work on it. Alright, and thank you very much for your continued support and your work with the children. Thank you.